morning, students. Welcome back to first year physics. So in the previous class, actually we discussed about a variation of a small g with various places. That means when height increases, what happens? Of course, height increases, there will be a g decreases. And not only that, when g, it is also depends on the depth. Depth in the sense is when it is moving into the earth surface. Into the earth surface also g decreases. That is also we finished. There will be an expression for variation in the depth. That is about a depth. See, gd is equal to g into 1 minus d by r. This is the related to the depth relation. So which we finished in the previous class, right? Related to the what? Depth related, gd is equal to g into 1 minus d by r. Now, on this basis again we have some cases. You remember everyone, depth as well as height increases, then there will be a g is decreases. I told you in the previous class also, at earth center what happens? Acceleration due to gravity is 0, because the distance is equal to radius. When it is equal to radius, then there will be what happens? Acceleration due to gravity at the center of the earth is 0. That's what here pendulum suspended at earth center. It cannot be oscillated. There will be a time period is infinite. Not only that, in a gravity free space, see the pendulum suspended. In a gravity free space, the pendulum is suspended. That is at that place also the pendulum cannot be oscillated, because there it is to be acceleration due to gravity is 0. Not only that, you take a artificial satellites. In that artificial satellite also what happens? Of course, there will be a time period is 0. That means here it is a time period is infinite. Nothing but what? The pendulum is takes to complete a one oscillation, it takes a more time, because there will be g, it is purely depend. If g is 0, then time period is infinite. The pendulum cannot be oscillated. That's what it is. Like it is gd is equal to g into 1 minus d by r. See, in the previous class we finished a one case, and let us will move to the another case. gd is equal to, you take g minus, it is dg by capital R. Better this gd you take this side, and this one you take this g minus g, it is g capital D, like this. Here g minus gd is nothing but there is a variation, right? Delta g is equal to g minus the gd. Therefore, delta g is equal to gd by capital R. There will be a fractional change in g. Yes, it is the, we can call as the fractional change. Fractional change, right? So now percentage suppose is asks, then you take into 100, d by capital R into 100. This is the fractional change, right? So this is the one issue and one case. Not only that, I'll tell you another one also based on this. Let us, you multiply both side with the, for this expression you multiply with both side. Next case, that is g minus, like it is by r. Now this above expression or above equation, both side multiplied, both side multiply with m, so that mg minus mgd is equal to mg small d by capital R. So weight is on the earth surface, and at the depth you say wd. So that you write here this two, w minus at a depth weight, and it is will be like this. So there will be a change in weight, of course. So delta w is equal to wd. Then there will be a fractional change will be, we can take like this. This is the fractional change. Clear? This is about a fractional change. Sir, what will happen? The percentage change. Of course, the percentage in the sense is you multiply with 100. Delta w by w into 100 is equal to d by g into 100. right? So this is what it is about a variation of a small g with depth and as well as we can say related to the height. So these are the questions, and on this basis that I want to tell you, if any problem is there in our material, then we'll finish it. Clear? Yeah. Open your materials. Once check the problems, is there any problem is there on the basis of this depth and heights, then we'll do it and we'll finish it. Yeah, there is a one question on the basis of I think height, page number 238, question number 4. Yeah, everyone read question 4 and what is given, then you write given data, then after apply a formula. See the question. Question number 4, 238 page number. Question number 4. Yes. At a certain height above the earth's surface, the acceleration due to gravity is 4% of its value at the surface of the earth. See, at a height h, the given data is at height h. At that place, the acceleration due to gravity is given h, 4% of the earth surface g. So that we say at that place it is will be 4 by 100 g we can, because percentages are given. Now it is asking what? Determine the height. See, this determine the height is asking. Of course we know there will be a formula is, that is gh is equal to, in the previous already we did, gm by capital R plus h whole square, right? Then you take, there is a relation will be, it is a gh is equal to gm by R plus h whole square. Then here we know small g is equal to, it is will be gm by R square also, right? Or else we can take directly gh is equal to g into R square by R plus h whole square, directly we can, right? So there will be a gh is given as 4 by 100 into g is equal to g into R square by R plus h whole square. So better you cancel this 4 once and 4 25s, right? Then it is 1 by 25 is equal to R square by R plus h whole square it is. And better you do cross multiplication, R plus h by R whole square is equal to 25. Then R plus h by R is equal to, it is a square root of 25, because squaring on both sides you take R plus h by R. Therefore cap R plus h is equal by R is equal to 5. Then R plus h is equal to, it is a 5R. Then h is equal to 5R minus R. So it is 4R is the answer. Now we know R value, we know that is will be 6,400 kilometers. Then h is equal to 4 into 6,400 kilometers. So h is equal to 4 4 is 16, 1 4 6 25 it is. See, 25,600 kilometers. This is the height. At that height, g value reduced by 4%. So very simple. I'd like to tell you, see, it is the at a height h, gh is given 4% of the of the earth surface, so of the g value. So gh is equal to 4 by 100 into g. Of course h is asking, we know direct relation gh is equal to g, already we have this expression. So gh is equal to g into r square by r plus h whole square. So directly we can take gh value is given as gh is equal to 4 by 100 into g. So that 4 by 100 g cancel, therefore 4 ones 425s. 1 by 25 is equal to r square by r plus h whole square. Then here it is r plus h by r whole square is equal to 25, because you take a cross multiplication, therefore it is equal to 25. Then squaring on both side you take r by r plus h by r is equal to root 25. Then r plus h by r is equal to 25 it is. Then cross multiply again, by r is equal to, it is r plus h, then we need to find h, then h is equal to 5r minus r, then h is equal to 4r, r is equal to 6400 kilometers, that is the radius of the earth, right? And then after h value will be 25,600 kilometer. At that 25,600 kilometer, the value will be, height will be, the given is 25,600. Like this we can take, right? Of course it is a depth related, not given any question. Okay, on the basis of depth there is no question, but I will tell you one problem on the basis of depth also, because in this question it is not given any depth related. Yeah, better I will tell you another problem on the basis of depth also, because we should know how to do. So I will give you one question. Yeah, question is, suppose you want to write, you write it. The question will be, find the depth at which the value of g becomes 25%. Find the depth at which the value of g becomes 25%, of that at the surface of the earth. That is given as what? GD is equal to, see, 25% of the earth g, on the earth g. So the 25% is nothing but it is 25 by 100, right? That is, we can say 25 by percentage, no, by 100 is equal to g. 25 ones, 25 fours. So that GD is equal to, given as g by, is asking find a depth. Of course, at what depth this becomes like 25% of the earth. So that you take g d is equal to g into 1 minus small d by capital R. So GD, g by 4 is equal to g into 1 minus d by capital R. So g is cancelled. Directly we can take 1 by 4 is equal to 1 minus d by capital R. Better you take this side, d by R, because it is minus is there, no? If you bring into left side, it is becomes positive, and here 1 by 4 becomes positive, no? Then you bring into right side, it is becomes, yes, of course, 4 LCM, you take a 4 minus 1, d by R is equal to 3 by 4. Then d is equal to 3 by 4 into capital R. So R is the radius of the earth, no? 6,400 kilometers. The depth is equal to 3 by 4 into 6,400. Right? I mean to say, there will be a cancellation. If I take cancellation, therefore it is becomes 4 ones, 4 1600s. So d is equal to 16 into 3. Therefore there will be a 4,800 kilometers. That's what g value becomes at a 4,800 kilometers. At a depth of that, g becomes what? 25% is reduced. Like if it is moved towards the center, it is becomes a 0. That is the final conclusion related to what? Variation of a small g with depth as well as the height. So based on this, it is over. Let us, I want to tell you another one is there, that is variation of a small g. 3 cases are there, no? In that 2 cases are finished. Now let us, I want to tell you latitude. Sir, what is mean by latitude? See, the thing is, altitude we know, height, depth we know. Now what about latitude? So the latitude in the sense is, you remember, I want to tell you one thing. Usually earth rotates itself about its own axis. Earth is always rotates itself about its own axis. You remember, it is always rotates from west to east. See, from west to east, like this it rotates. So this is the very, very important. Earth rotates from west to east in 24 hours. In 24 hours. Let us, due to the rotation of the earth about its own axis, a body experiences a centrifugal force. Suppose I want to tell you, there will be a, it is a east and west, and this is the north and south. Suppose let us you take a one body of mass is m. Sir, what is latitude? That mean here, latitude in the sense is, it makes some angle, like it is making an angle with the earth center is pi. That pi we can call as the latitude here. So that when the body is, when earth is rotating itself about its own axis, therefore that body also rotates. So that the body experiences some centrifugal force. So that there will be a centrifugal force is acting. Like if I extended like this, there will be a centrifugal is acting. That is will be m dash is equal to mr omega square. But there will be a weight of the body which is acting towards the earth center. Weight of the body which is acting towards the earth center. And the radius, it is a r, no? We can say radius is, you say small r. So now small r can be resolved into 2 components. One is small r is equal to, that is you say, it is becomes a capital R cos theta, or you say this is the radius, no? Yes, it is capital R cos pi. One more is small r is equal to capital R sin pi. Here it is the small r is equal to capital R cos pi is 1, and another one we can see like this, there will be a acting to be like this. Therefore, now f dash can be resolved into 2 components. One we can say f dash cos pi, right? F dash cos pi, which is to be, because which making an angle pi, no? Another one will be like this, which is perpendicular like this. So this is not required, because these two are the perpendicular components, right? And it is f cos theta is balanced, f cos pi is balanced by the mg pi. That pi in the sense is latitude. So there will be a resultant is acting, of course, a resultant is acting towards the earth center, no? So that you say fr is the resultant. So now you write small r is equal to, we know, r cos pi, but f dash we know, that is mr omega square. Small r will be, right, that is will be m omega square capital R into cos pi. This is the centrifugal force is classified, divided into 2 components, no? In that one of the component, and another one is we can say sin pi like this. Of course, it is not required, because weight and this component of centrifugal forces are balanced, and therefore the body is rotating. Of course, there will be a weight is more than this centrifugal force. Then according to that, the resultant will be fr is equal to mg phi minus f dash cos pi. Shall I take like this? So now we know f dash. From here you look at f dash is equal to m omega square r cos pi. Here you write. So that you see it is equation 1. This is will be equation 2. Then from 1 and 2, that is fr is equal to mg pi minus f dash will be m omega square or cos pi and cos pi. Therefore fr is equal to mg pi, here it is, minus m omega square or cos square pi. Is it okay now? Is it okay? Clear? That is will be what? There will be a weight is acting towards the earth center. And here now we need to find the final expression by using this. You take a, this is only g, better you take This is only G. Now the resultant Fr is equal to, you say, mg phi. Now you substitute, because we need to get mg phi now. Then mg minus m omega square or cos square pi. Better you take in this m is common. Then mg pi is equal to m is common, g minus omega square or cos square pi. So m cancel. So that it is the final expression, that is we can call as the latitudes. Latitude it is. That is the latitude will be what it is, g pi is equal to g minus omega square or cos square pi. Sir, in case of a equator, suppose the body will be at an equator. Sir, what will happen the g value? If it is the body is at an equator, then what will happen at an equator position? So there are cases. Case 1 you look at you say equator, that is will be phi is equal to 0. Then at an equator g pi is equal to g minus omega square or cos square pi. So g pi is equal to g minus omega square r. This is the value at an equator. Sir, what about the pole? So the pole will be case 2. Is a case 2 at pole. Sir, what happens pole? Pole in the sense is it is 90 degree. So g pi is equal to g minus r omega square cos 90. So this is becomes g. That mean here at an equator it is a minimum value that we know, g is equal to 9.78, and at this point is g is 9.8. It is a maximum, or 9.87. So g at a pole it is, and g at a equator. You compare these two. At an pole, the g value will be more than the equator. That mean here, as we move from equator to pole, therefore there will be a what happens? Definitely what happens? It is becomes 0. It is becomes increases. Equator to pole if I move. These are the two cases. And here on this basis another case also is there. If I go for if object feels a weightlessness at a given a latitude, say when will get the weightlessness? The condition for the weightlessness, you remember weightlessness condition in the sense is, you say this value is 0. If I take this value is 0, therefore we will get the weightlessness condition. The body feels a weightlessness. The body feels a weightlessness is nothing but a g phi is equal to 0. So that I will tell you that. Before that, once again you remember latitude, that is a g pi. There will be a body placed at a certain angle on the earth surface, which making an angle pi. Therefore weight of the body which is acting towards the earth center, and as well as the centrifugal force is acting away from the center, which making an angle pi. This can be resolved into two components, f dash cos pi, f dash sin pi. This f dash cos pi and mg, or both are in the opposite direction, there will be a resultant. We can say fr is equal to mg minus f dash cos pi. Now there is a equation 1 is there, because f dash cos pi, because resolved into two components, but we know f dash is nothing but mr omega square. In this mr omega square, you substitute a small r, replace with this one. So m omega square or cos pi, equation 1, the better you substitute here instead of f dash. So if I substitute like this, fr is equal to mg minus m omega square or cos pi. Cos pi into cos pi becomes cos square pi. Now there will be a resultant is mg pi, because we need to get this value g pi at any latitude. So that g pi is equal to mg minus m omega square r cos square pi, then it is m into g minus omega square r cos square pi, then becomes like this. There are conditions at an equator. Of course that pi value is 0, angle is 0, therefore it is at an equator is minimum. At a pole, that is we can say 90. At a 90, therefore g value becomes maximum. At an equator is minimum, and it is at an equator is, at a pole is maximum. So this is the derivation. Suppose I want to tell you third case. See, weightlessness condition. Weightlessness. That is the case 3 is weightlessness. That means you take a g pi value is 0. Here you write a g, this value 0 you take. So g minus omega square or cos square pi. Suppose if I equal this, because it is minus is there no, so that you bring into left side, it is becomes a positive omega square or cos square pi. From this, omega square is equal to g by capital R cos square pi. Angular velocity is equal to g by capital R into cos square pi. This is the weightlessness condition. Weightlessness condition. So that again we can also take from here. From here we can take, suppose if I take a this pi value as 0, therefore omega is equal to root over g by capital R cos square pi. Cos pi is 0, cos 0 is 1. So the time period is equal to 2 pi by omega, then time period is equal to 2 pi by omega will be root over g by capital R. Time period is equal to 2 pi into root over capital R by g. It is R is the radius of the earth, g is the acceleration due to gravity related. So this is the weightlessness condition. There are 3 cases which are related to the weightlessness condition to be like this. If I give some theta is equal to 45, then what will happen? Of course, you take a theta, this cos pi value. If I go with 45, sir, what will happen? Yes, you want to say related to the 45. So that here pi value you take as 45, then what happens? So you take a 45 it is. So that here g pi is equal to g minus r omega square cos pi. Cos square pi, right? So that you take a cos square pi is 45. G minus r omega square cos square 45. So it is becomes r omega square 45 is 1 by root 2. Square is there, no? 2. This is the answer. Right? So these are the relations related to about a variation of a small g with the height, depth, and last one is latitude. So related to this is completed, and we'll see in the next class. Thank you very much. Thank you.